and gentlemen, please put your mobile phones on silent mode and please maintain the decorum. Our chief guests are arriving. And let us all welcome our chief guest, Honorable Minister for IT and Industry, Municipal Administration, Sri KTR Garu, Guest of Honor, Sri APV Narayana Sharma Garu, Advisor to Governor of Telangana, along with other dignitaries, faculty members, officer trainees, to the valedictory ceremony of 94th Foundation Course for All India Service and Central Civil Service Officers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we start with the program, we have a small vignette of 94th Foundation Course presenting the 105 days journey of officer trainees. Let us all see that.
I welcome all the officer trainees to this foundation course. We look forward to a constructive engagement, and we hope definitely that you will enjoy your time here and you will carry fond memories of your foundation course during your service and even later on.
service has faced challenges. But as long as you keep the principles of empathy and integrity intact in you, as long as you keep the fire of idealism burning in you, it will guide you like a lodestar in your career. This is what I am expected to do. Ask your conscience. In the first page of the course manual, we printed the Mahatma Gandhi's talisman. When you take a decision, remember the face of the poorest man, whether it's going to help him or her or harm him. That is the eventual test, yardstick with which you can judge.
रहो धर्म में भी रहो कर्म में भी रखो उन्नत शील डरो ना
That seemed to be a wonderful journey. Now, I would like to invite on dais our chief guest, multifaceted personality, born to serve Telangana, Honorable Minister IT, Industry and Municipal Administration, Sri KTR Garu, with a big round of applause. Also, I would like to invite on dais an embodiment of humility, kindness, integrity, and stands out as a role model for all the bureaucrats, Sri APV Narayana Sharma Garu, Advisor to Governor of Telangana. I also invite on stage respected DG BP Acharya sir, and I request course coordinator Sri Harpreet Singh ji to present a sapling and welcome our guests. Now may I request respected DG Sri BP Acharya ji to address the gathering and give a brief note on course. Please welcome him with a big applause.
Honorable Minister for IT, Industries, MNUD, Government of Telangana, Sri KTR Garu, a young dynamic leader of the state and a youth icon in his own right. My illustrious mentor and respected civil servant, Sri APV Sharma Garu. He was my collector when I was in the district, so highly respected and very humble bureaucrat. ADG, Mr. Harpreet Singh, faculty, the course team of 94th FC, young friends. As all good things, this also has to come to an end. 100 days of roller coaster ride, as you saw. You showed some roller coasters in the film vignette. The 100 days of roller coaster ride is coming to an end tomorrow. I think all of you are carrying myriad memories of the 100 days spent here. Sir, this has been a very challenging task to design a course, a foundation course at that, for the young entrants to the civil service. Unlike other batches, this is a batch where everyone has joined the service fresh. All of them are freshers in the service in that sense. We used to have foundation courses in the past, where there used to be many, at least 20-30% of the OTs, officer trainees, who would have had some assignments before coming. Unlike that, this batch, this is the first ever entry to the service. Many of them, all of them joined the service at MCR HRD through their cadre controlling officers. The other unique feature of this batch is some of them had a chance to go and spend time in Mussoorie. 100 of them went there. Those who did not go, we arranged their trek in Nilgiris, which they
seem to have enjoyed. So it was a mix of various things which the foundation course was supposed to impart to all of them. The foundation course in many ways is like bringing up a child which a mother has to design in the initial 3 months. This is like the initial 3 months of the service of all the civil servants, budding civil servants which are before you. It has to inculcate the right kind of ethos, the right kind of spirit of civil service, and to impart basics of administration, the tenets of administration which everyone has to learn. In addition to academic inputs, I'm happy to say, sir, being in Hyderabad, they had immense opportunity of flavoring the Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb, the cosmopolitan culture of Hyderabad, and the happening in Hyderabad, which you were the initiator. I remember I was in the tourism department, I was in charge of that, and Minister had launched, Honorable Minister launched the happening Hyderabad initiative. So they had opportunity to watch theatres, Theatre Festival of Muhammad Ali Beg, TEDx talk, marathons, 5K runs, all kinds of events. Almost every week there was some event which we could ensure that they participate. Concert, music concerts, so many things which Hyderabad offers, which other centers perhaps cannot afford to. So they had the chance to have different kinds of extracurricular, co-curricular activities. And at the end of the 100 days, I am sure they are confident and raring to go. I would just say a few words about what is expected of a civil servant as you are going to begin your careers in the civil service. You belong to a pyramid where you will be the leaders of large number of men and women. In a pyramid of 2 to 3 crores, which is the total bureaucracy in the country, you are one of the 20,000, the top echelons of the bureaucracy, where you are expected to provide leadership to 2 crore government employees. You have to produce results with these tools. That is the instrument through which you can achieve your results. That is where leadership is most important. You have to be a leader of men and women, provide them, inspire them by your own example. For that, you need leadership qualities, which I have tried to formulate in different ways. Leadership, of course, is by itself a virtue which each one has his own style of leadership. Second attribute, perhaps, is empathy. Empathy for your fellow beings, empathy for the poor, empathy for the co-workers, empathy for the whole team. Unless you take care of the team, they are not going to be with you. Particularly in the IPS, those of you who are in the police, you will realize that you lead a team where you have to be one of them. Every job, you need to provide that leadership, that empathy. Of course, integrity is the other important. Integrity, both intellectually and financially, to set examples to others to follow. Of late, there have been challenging times where there's an impression creeping around that bureaucracy does not perform, is corrupt. That has to be dispelled by each one of its actions. All of you are under watch. All of you are constantly under watch. With this age of social media, of WhatsApp, and all kinds of intrusions into your privacy, you will have to be very careful. At a time when the bureaucracy, there are innovations which need to be applied in bureaucracy to see that you perform effectively as civil servants, as leaders of men and women. Eventually, as I told you in the beginning, at the inauguration, all of you are public servants. It is the public who pays for your salary. He is the real master. He or she is the real master whose welfare, whose well-being, whose public service. An income tax officer must make it so simple for the taxpayer that he doesn't have to come time and again. Make it contactless. Make it automatic. All kinds of innovations are there available these days. Some of you who went to the program at Kevadia in Gujarat, you had exposure to the new things like the AI, IoT, the big data analysis, All that can be put to use to whatever extent you can. If you innovate and think out of the box, that can be used. That is where your capacity to innovate, think out of the box, perform with a large group of people who not necessarily the best, the most competent. In this 2 crore, the pyramid of 2 to 3 crore public servants, which you are supposed to lead, you need to look at their capacities, build their capacities. That is what you have to design in your own sphere. So all in all, this has been an enjoyable journey for you and for us. I hope all of you enjoyed your stay here. We will miss you from tomorrow onwards. Hope you will also miss us, miss Hyderabad. Some of them who went to Mussoorie, sir, they compared Hyderabad and Mussoorie. They enjoyed, in comparison, we, I think, stood out much ahead of Mussoorie. Yes. Thank you for the endorsement of my impression. In fact, the faculty in Mussoorie was very jealous of us when our OTs were applauding us. Thank you once again. Carry these fond memories, carry these bonds that you forged here. 140 of you from different services, from 15 different services, from 22 different states. It's a diverse group, sir. So each one of them were allowed to form bonds, and the esprit de corps, which was one of the core values of this FC, sir, that was kept in mind. All of them have stood out excellent. They have given excellent examples of that, sir. And the talent they displayed in the last 1 month was immense. You just now saw the clipping of the video, which was made by one of our officer trainees. It's so good that we made an official video, sir. But I found the video made by the officer trainee much better than that. That's why I displayed it here. So it's a compliment to the talent they have. All of them are, in their own ways, come a long way. From 12 lakh candidates appearing in the prelims, they are the cream of that 1,200 of them who have been selected in civil services eventually, sir. They've gone through a filtration process repeatedly. Now it is the time when they are threshold of their respective services. They go and join their respective professional courses. For instance, the IPS officers will go to NPA in Hyderabad. The income tax officers are going to Nagpur. Different training, professional trainings, which is a long-drawn professional course. It will enable them further to build capacities in their respective spheres. I wish all of them all the very best. I'm indeed grateful, sir, that you could find time and come and interact with them. The minister would like to interact with the OTs after his address. He can take questions. He is a person who loves to interact with the young minds here. I would encourage you to ask questions after his address. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. With great respect, I request our guest of honor, Shri A.P.V. Narayana Sharma, Advisor to Governor of Telangana, to deliver his message. Please welcome him.
Thank you. Honorable Minister for IT, Industry and Municipal Administration and Urban Development, Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu, my colleagues, Shri Acharya and Shri Harpreet, faculty of MCR HRD Institute, and the officer trainees who are finishing their foundation course. It's a great pleasure to meet all of you this evening. I feel that the bonds you make among members of different services here should be cultivated, nurtured over a period of time. I don't know if it is possible for mid-level common trainings also. So far as I know, it's only at the entry level. And then you get into different services and you may not meet many of these again in your lifetime. Maybe some sort of a mid-level, at least once or twice, if that can be suggested to the powers that be, it will build a great sort of rapport among different services. And as the Prime Minister mentioned at Kevadia, you will function as one organic whole, the bureaucracy, and deliver the results. Now, so much of advice can be given from the stage, but how much you carry and how much you do entirely depends on you. I am really happy to know that you have enjoyed your stay here. I would only touch upon a couple of important points which I find for youngsters would be useful. As Bibhu mentioned in his earlier address, you are under constant watch of the media and the politicians also. So any action you take, you have to be sure of its legal soundness. I am sure in your respective services there will be quite a lot of input on the legal things, but a general sort of a legal appreciation is also very essential, because no action which adversely affects any person will be left unquestioned. They will go to any forum, a land dispute or a dispute over property, murder, criminal cases, tax cases. All these things will ultimately end up in the courts. So you have to ensure that your actions are fair and sustainable in a court of law. That could be the guiding factor right at the initial point of time where you take your decision. It saves you a lot of embarrassment later, and also giving a reasoned order. Almost 45 years ago, when we were trainees, we were told that unless you give a reasoned order, it will not be apparent to somebody who reads it with the benefit of hindsight that you have taken all the factors into consideration and done in the best of interests of the public interest. It's essential to record a reasoned order. And on this Arambh, which the Prime Minister has started in Kevadia, and which is going to be the future way trainings will shape in this country, I'm sure a lot of things have been, inputs have been given on values, ethics, all these things will come in. Over a period of time, as again Vibhu has mentioned, our conscience can be the excellent guide. Are we doing the right thing or not? Apart from the hallmark that Mahatma Gandhi has mentioned and which he has quoted, the other thing which the Prime Minister has added was, is it in the interest of the unity and integrity of the country or not? That also is a question to be taken into account. All these training programs, mixing up of all services and from different parts of the country, are to ensure that we remain as one nation ultimately and have the advantages of large economy, huge job market and other things. I am really happy that you have enjoyed your stay here. I am sure all of you are looking forward to listen to our dynamic Sri Ramarao Garu. He just now mentioned to me that he was born in the same year as my son was born. So there's quite a change of leadership taking over. I wish all of you all the very best in your respective fields. Godspeed, all the best.
Thank you, sir. On completion of the foundation course that equips each of the officer trainees with a core set of values, skills, and knowledge that help them in their respective careers, we are going to present course completion certificates to the officer trainees. Now I request Honorable Minister KTR Garu and respected Sharma ji to distribute the course completion certificates to officer trainees. I'm reading out the names. Ms. Vedita Dagar, IP and TAFS, please come on to the dais. No, I'm reading out continuously. Shri B.V. Vijay Bharat Reddy, IPS. Shri Roshan Kumar, IPS. Shri Abhishek Kumar Singh, IRS, Customs and Central Excise. Ms. Shubhra Kumari, IP and TAFS. Ms. Pooja Gupta, IPS. Ms. Vasudha Sherawat, IRTS, Ms. Ankita Jain, Indian Audit and Account Service, Sri Shiva Agarwal, Sri Shiva Agarwal, ICLS, Sri Vijay Vardhan, IPS. Now I welcome on to the dais Sri Anil Goyal, ICAS, Sri Sagar, IPS, Sri Babar Ali, IRAS, Sri Tanay Shankar, IRS IT, Sri Rohan Jagadish, IPS, Ms. Arya, Indian Postal Service, Sri Gokul CV, Indian Postal Service, Sri Ambul Samaya, IRS IT, Sri Varun Jatt, IRS IT, Ms. Priyanka Shukla, IPS. Please give them a big round of applause. So you have to continuously clap for them so that they'll clap for you. Next I call upon stage Sri Aditya Dhananjay, IPS, Sri Singhvi Ronak, IRS IT, Sri Jeevan Mohan, Indian Forest Service, Sri Harshraj Dinkar Rao, Indian Forest Service, Sri Subodh Ramesh, IRAS, Ms. Ponmani, IPS, Sri Govind Raj, IRS IT, Sri M. Venkateshwaran, Indian Forest Service, Sri Abhishek Gupta, IPS, Mrs. Lovepreet Kaur, ICAS, I request on stage Sri Avdesh Dikshit, IPS, Sri Kapil Chowdhury, IPS, Sri Bharat Soni, IPS, Sri Akshay Kabra, IRS IT, Sri G. Anand Raghav, IRTS, Sri Srikar Anumula, ICLS, Sri B. Sudhir Kumar, IRTS, Sri Vishal Singh, IRS Customs and Central Excise, Sri Akash Patel, IPS, Ms. Purvi Garg, IRTS. Now I request on stage Sri Shiv Narayana Sharma, IPS, Sri Shakti Mohan, IPS, Sri Avinash Pandey, IRS Customs and Central Excise, Sri Ananya Kumar Singh, IRS Customs and Central Excise, Sri Krishna Pratap, IA and AS, and Sri Shahid Ahmad, IPS, Sri Shashank Bhatt, IRAS, Ms. Vipasha Parul, IFS, Sri Dvija Pratim Sen, IFS, Sri Joydeep, IRTS. I invite on stage Ms. Isha Barak, IES, Ms. Aruna Arora, IES, Sri Saurabh Bhargava, IES, Ms. Supriya Malik, IES, Ms. Ritu Singh, ISS, Ms. Ishita Gupta, ISS, Ms. Suman Patel, ISS, Ms. Anjali Yadav, ISS, Sri Ritesh Patel, ISS, Sri Ritesh Patel, ISS. Once again, I made you an IS officer. Okay. Sri Sagar Chowdhury, ISS. welcome on stage Shri Deeptarka Das, ISS, Shri Sri Kumar, ISS, Ms. Renu Verma, ISS, Ms. Irashri Gautam, ISS, Ms. Amelia Betsy, ISS, Shri Mahalingaraya, ISS, Shri Dipankar Mitra, ISS, Shri Akhilesh Jha, ISS, Shri Ujjwal Srivastava, ISS, Shri Atul Kumar Singh, ISS. Now I welcome on dais Shri Savish Verma Tadikonda, IRS IT. Media people have to shift this side. Shri Prashant Patel, IFS, Shri Ashish Kumar Thakur, IRTS, Shri Jayesh Kumar, IRPS, Ms. Anjali, IRS IT, Ms. Garima Garg, IRS IT, Ms. Deepthi, ICAS, Ms. Shreya Gupta, IPS, Shri Gautam Goyal, IPS, Ms. Ranjita Sharma, IPS, Now I request on stage Shri Tarun Thomas, IRAS, Shri Dheeraj Sharma, IRS Customs and Central Excise, Shri Abhinav Diman, IPS, Shri Shashank, IPS, Shri Zaida Ahmed Ansari, IRS IT, Shri Deepan MN, IPS, Shri Srikant, IRS Customs and Central Excise, Ms. Divya Chandran, Indian Postal Service, Shri Ashwath Baji, IRS Customs and Central Excise, Ms. Varsha, IRTS. Now we congratulate Shri Abhinay Vishwakarma, IPS, Shri Rohit Singh, IRTS, Shri Doot Sai Prasad, IRS IT, Shri Nachiket, IPS, Shri Gaurav Ram Pravesh Rai, IPS. Let's congratulate Shri Jamir Munir Sheikh, IFS, Shri Suvendu Kumar Patra, IPS, Ms. P. Chitra, IRAS, Shri Sriram IPS, Sri Venkatesh M, IRS, Customs and Central Excise, we congratulate Ms. Ishmeet Kaur, IRS IT, Ms. Nikita Jain, IRS IT, Ms. Urvashi Shekhawat, IRTS, Ms. Urvashi IRTS, Sri Arvind Kumar Meena, IRS IT, Sri Ram Meena, IP and PAFS. I found it difficulty to spell. Sri Ram Meena. Sri Vikas Nayak, IFS. Sri Anup Meena, IIS. Ms. Anusha G, IRAS. Ms. Shiv Niharika Singh, IRS IT. Sri Vinay K. Chowdhury, IRS IT. We request on stage Sri Palash Katiyar, IRS IT. Sri Ashish Gangwash, IPS. Sri Kuldeep Kumar, IRS, Customs and Central Excise. Sri Shubham Singh, IRS IT. Sri Abhinav Sonkash, IPS. Sri Rohit Verma, IPS. Sri Prashant, IFS. Sri Neeraj Kumar, IFS. Sri Sushant Singh, IPS. Sri Sushant Singh, IPS. We welcome on stage Sri Avinash Rai, IPS, Sri Kumar Shubham, IES, Ms. Sushma Yadav, IES, Ms. Munesh, IES, Ms. Sanjana, IES, Ms. Himanshi, ISS, Ms. Himani Mehta, ISS, Ms. Rupali Gupta, ISS, Ms. Mohita Saxena, ISS, Ms. Mamta Kalra, ISS, please welcome Ms. Sashwati Haldar, ISS. Sri Divyan Shukla, ISS. Sri Kuldeep Aswal, ISS. Sri Shantanu Dikshit, ISS. Sri Shivam Singh, ISS. Sri Ajay Kumar, ISS. Sri Nikhil Kumar, ISS. Sri Shashwat Yadav, ISS. Sri Deep Dey, ISS. And give A big round of applause to all of these people and also Sri Sanju Das ISS. And next we have awards. And we have awards as part of Foundation course. India Day is celebrated to appreciate the country's rich traditions, and officer trainees presented culture and heritage of different states on this day. For this, the third position goes to Team Telangana. Team Telangana, Sri Vijay Bharat Reddy IPS, Sri Savish Verma. Savish Verma, Sri G. Anand Raghav, Sri Srikash, Sri B. Sudhir Kumar, and Miss Anusha.